region.
Now, when you think of summer sports in this country, you might think of cricket, tennis or even croquet. Well, there's another one from across the pond that you can now add to that list.
Yes, baseball is growing in popularity in the southwest, and as Andy Burkett found out when he went to visit the Exeter Spitfires, the city has a very special link with the American national sport.
The sounds of an English summer. Birdsong. And the thwack of leather on aluminum. Yes, they're playing baseball, which surprisingly owes much of its popularity in the States to a man from here, in Devon.
To know the Exeter Spitfires are playing in the town where Henry Chadwick was born and brought up makes it extremely fascinating. And it's nice to wind up the Yanks on the internet and tell them that we invented baseball.
I was really excited when I found out about it because I thought that was a really good link to my own history and my present, same kind of thing. I was so happy to find baseball going on here that finding out about Chadwick and everything was just an extra little link to home.
Play ball!
In 1837, the Chadwick family emigrated to America. Henry continued his love affair with sport on the other side of the Atlantic.
Home run.
When he got a job as a cricket reporter with the New York Times. There, he encountered the fledgling sport, later known as baseball. Soon, Chadwick's influence was everywhere.
I believe that he was the one that first formed the scoreboard and scorecard so people can keep track of a game. And the whole point of a scorecard is that when you're keeping track of a game, if someone hasn't watched that game, they can read through and it reads like a story.
He was on the Rules Committee, publishing the sports rule book. He later went on to work as editor on the official baseball guides for decades to come. Such was his standing in American society. Recognition for the lad from Exeter stretched all the way to the White House.
My dear Chadwick, I congratulate you on your 80th year and your 50th year in journalism, and you are entitled to the good wishes of all for that part you have taken in behalf of decent sport.
Roosevelt named Chadwick the father of baseball, and he was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1938, 30 years after his death. He remains, to this day, the only journalist to have been given that honour. Andy Burkett, BBC Spotlight.
Incredible story, isn't
Extraordinary.
it?
I've always associated it so heavily with America.
I know.
I didn't realise it had links to our region.
Absolutely.